This is BYU Math 112. In this video we will discuss textbook section 3.5, exercise number 35. Our directions say find y double prime by implicit differentiation. We have 9x squared plus y squared equals 9. So we start by taking the derivative of both sides with respect to x. So we start with 18x. Derivative of y squared, we start with the power rule, 2y, and then times the derivative of y, 2y dx. The derivative of the right side with respect to x, it's constant, so it is 0. So we're going to solve for dy dx. We're going to move the 18x over. So we have 2y dy dx equals negative 18x. And so we divide by the 2y on both sides. We get dy dx equals negative 9x over y. So we have our first derivative. Now we go about finding our second derivative. The derivative of the left side with respect to x, d squared y dx squared. And now on the right side we have a quotient. So we need to use our quotient rule. So we're going to have our constant, bring our constant out front, negative 9, and then use the quotient rule, which is the low function times the derivative of the high function, x, which is a 1, so y times 1 makes y, minus the high function times the derivative of the low function, dy dx, and under the line low squared must go, so we take the lower function and we square it. And now we know what this dy dx is. We just found it over here, so we can substitute that in. So we have negative 9 y minus x times negative 9x over y squared on the bottom. We continue simplifying. We have y plus 9x squared over y squared stays on the bottom. And now we're going to add our two fractions in the numerator together. So this y is the same as y squared over y. And that's what we're going to add. So we have negative 9 and y squared plus 9x squared. Now they're both over y, and they're all over y squared. So if you remember your rules for dividing fractions, we have negative 9 times y squared plus 9x squared, and the y squared comes up and multiplies by the y, so we have y cubed. And then if we want, we can multiply the negative 9 across, so we have negative 9y squared minus 81x squared all over y cubed, and this is our y double prime using implicit differentiation.